part of this week, I'm just talking to you out of the book of Job and letting you see there's some beautiful thoughts there. Let me give you two more gems from Job today. First of all, Job 19, beginning with verse 1. Then Job spoke again. How long will you torture me? How long will you try to crush me with your words? These were his friends that were talking to him, but their words were so full of condemnation and judgment. He said, how long will you try to crush me with your words? You have already insulted me 10 times. You should be ashamed of treating me so badly. Even if I have sinned, that is my concern, not yours. You think you're better than I am, using my humiliation as evidence of my sin. Job understood how people think. He recognized that when people are down, when people have had troubles, other people, even their friends, think they're better than us. And they think that when people are down, the humiliation is evidence of sin. But in Job 1 and Job chapter 2, God said Job was blameless in his eyes. There was no sin. God said Job was blameless in his eyes. But people around Job used his humiliation as evidence of sin. Now, isn't it amazing how people will do that, people today? Isn't it amazing how, when everything is great and you've got lots of money and everything is going wonderful in your life, everybody wants to be your friend. But when you have a hard spot and you're going through an attack of the devil and things are a little down, people look at your humiliation. Well, you must have sinned. You're reaping what you sowed. You must have sinned. They use your humiliation as an evidence of sin. And you have to be very careful, beloved, that you don't let self-condemnation get a hold of your heart. Because Job stood there while they condemned him and condemned him and condemned him. They insulted him. They treated him badly. They crushed him with their words. But he would never allow their words of condemnation to change how he thought about himself. And so you and I, brothers and sisters, must learn that, you know what? Everybody goes through some hard times because Satan will challenge us and Satan will attack us. But that humiliation is not evidence of sin. The second little gem here today is that the wicked prosper. They have a really funny attitude toward God. Now, the psalmist really stumbled over God. I saw the wicked prospered and this really bothered me until I came into your presence and I understood their sin. But listen to Job. Job 21, beginning with verse 7. Why do the wicked prosper, growing old and powerful? They live to see their children grow up and settle down, and they enjoy their grandchildren. Their homes are safe from every fear, and God does not punish them. Their bulls never fail to breed. Their cows bear calves and never miscarry. They let their children frisk about like lambs. Their little ones skip and dance. They sing with tambourine and harp. They celebrate to the sound of flute. They spend their days in prosperity, then go down to the grave in peace. And yet they say to God, go away. We want no part of you and your ways. Who is the Almighty? Why should we obey him? What good will it do for us to pray? They think their prosperity is of their own doing, but I will have nothing to do with that kind of thinking. Now, Job lived in a world just like you and I live in a world where you look around and you see people prosper, and those people that you see prosper, they want no part with God. They want nothing to do with God. They think it doesn't do any good to pray and seek God. And like Job, you and I, in the midst of even the hard times, we have to say, I will have no part in that kind of thinking. All the prosperity that comes into my life is not my own doing. God has been good to me. God has been good to me. God has been good to me. Keep that in your thinking.